Hello, beautiful people. Well, I'm sharing my moments with you. Take you for a little walk. This is what I've been doing. This is a citrus tree, and as you can see, it's got lots of vines and things on it. This one's not as bad as the one I may show you in a video earlier or a picture later because, but this one here, this is an orange tree, but look at the beautiful flowers it's got on it. Unfortunately, for the citrus, this is not a good thing because, as you can see, it can't breathe. So my love of trees is out here today to help them along. So I'm going to do what we call a bit, as you can see, I've already done these trees here. They can breathe, there's no vines on them, they are happy. This one here, and I'll show you one of the vines, this one here, and it looks like a choco vine. And what it's basically doing is strangling the tree and not giving it. Here's another better shot here. That's the vine itself. I can't tell you the name of the vine because I'm not in an intelligent mood today. I'm just in a grounding mood. So and I will bring you back shortly to give you an idea of how. So we'll just have a look at this shot. Oh, sorry, I've got to keep my eyes open because it's very hot. That's that tree and this tree and this tree. So they're the next trees that I am going to endeavour, with all the rest of the trees up there, to clear and to give some breathing space. They're absolutely beautiful trees, and they've got absolutely gorgeous fruit. Very blessed. This property is full of love and full of beautiful fruit. Oh, and I've still got this one to do too. So what I might show you is how I'm going to do it. By the way, I do have, we have yesterday, I'm just going to take you for a drive with me, and just so I can move up a little bit further and put it on so you can watch me doing it. I'll do the little tree first so you can just get an idea. Oh, maybe. So we'll focus on this tree here. You wouldn't think it was an orange tree the way it's looking at the moment. But, okay, so if I can focus you there, you may be able to hopefully hear me, one, and just watch me do a little bit of work. Da-da. I've been doing a lot of it actually. So how I do it, and I, just so you know, I've got all my protective gear on. So, is that still? Yeah, recording. So, hi everyone. So this one here, basically, you just got to very gently, because you don't want to ruin the citrus that's underneath, just give it a little bit of a feel and just tingle it gently so you can expose the wonderful little fruit tree that is under it. At the moment, the mower you can hear is Paul on the mower just clearing any long grass, because we did come across some two baby red-bellied black snakes yesterday. So as you can see, I'm just gently on my hand. I'll be back. As you can see, just from that little tree, all those. Now, I had a tree earlier that I recorded, but I didn't do a good recording. Another one of those ones I'll show you. So as you can see, I'm not able to de-weed a tree and give it back some life and some energy. So I might move along to the next one, which is a bigger tree and it's got more vines. So bear with me for a minute and we'll go there. You up so you can see the whole tree. Now hang out with me because I'll de-weed this one as well. Hi everyone. At the moment sorry, I didn't realise I've got noise going everywhere. As I was saying, just taking these weeds out and allowing the tree to breathe again and to get its appropriate sun. Like I am no farmer really, but I've learned a lot since I've been here, and I love absolutely every tree that's here on the property. And I do talk to them, just so you know. I guess you can liken it to like a tree having a haircut. I don't know if that's a good way to describe it. But, you know, it's very interesting when you see the difference, the transformation after not bored, but I've got one more tree to show you. When I come across a big one, I had a really tangled one. This one's actually quite tangled, so I'll pop back and say hello for a minute. So this is the tree we're going to, and I have to make a bit of noise. Sorry, I have to make a bit of noise, but oh, what have I done wrong? Okay, there we go. So yeah, so the weekend I've been very blessed to be able to give some trees a little bit of tender loving care. It's going to be the next one. So I'll turn this off, swing it out, and share with you what I'm doing. So as you can see, there's a bit of grass in this one as well. Oops. Oh, not a very good camera woman now. I should have done that. Oops, go that way. Okay, so we're at the tree. I'll turn this off so you can hear me. And if you're wondering how many more I've got, don't ask. there are so many beautiful trees here. But we started yesterday, and the reason I'm raking the grass out of the way is because the baby snakes that we did, let me see how close we are, yeah, that we did see were in the grass around the trees. So does that give me any reason to worry? No, but I take the precaution anyway. So again, we've got a beautiful, lovely orange tree here. And I'll show you something that's very interesting, because when I get to the point, it's very hot, by the way. So just bear with me for a minute, everybody. If you see Lucy pop in, that's because she loves being on camera. Now, I'll show you when I get one. I've still got a lot of big pines here. Okay. So I'm getting this purple one, but now I'm going to come across a more obnoxious one. Can you see that? It looks like a choco vine, and everyone thinks, oh, chocos, but actually it's not. And it's one of the vines that really love to cling to the citrus trees. I don't know why, really, maybe. Like I say, I'm not a farmer, I'm just a lover of trees and the land. So I do my best. But this is, I'll give you an example. That's one of the pods that holds the seeds. Now, I don't even know if that's going well. I have to have a look as I'm talking to you. Oh, okay, so that's a pod. And when that opens up, I can't see if I can show you. It's like all these white little things that fly out, and they're actually the seeds, I think. And then they cling to the trees and they start to grow as though they belong on the tree. I'll give you an example. I'll get this one out. Now, I have to be a bit harder pulling this one out than I do the other other weed, because this one is a lot stronger, and generally speaking you'd have to take it from the root, but we have already done that because we've snipped it from the bottom. So it's really, as you can see, I'm just going to give you an example. It's tangled. It's like untangling jewelry, but as you can see, it's a vine. I don't know if you can see that good enough. I'm trying to do a good job in describing. See how it's a vine, and it just loves to get tangled in it. Therefore, when it's tangled in it, the tree can't really breathe because it's being smothered, as we would say. I hope you're having a great weekend, by the way. And I hope you don't mind hanging out with me while I'm doing this. I didn't want to do a live feed because a live feed, well, anyway, if I do it, you can watch it later. And if I can be of any help in the knowledge I might have got. Oh, sorry, tree. Oh. Hey, Liz. So now I have to, so just give you an example, everybody. That one, oh, that one weed, well, you can see it, I don't know, it's pretty close up, I don't know why. That one weed, which is really, 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 really long, was stuck on the tree. So now you can see, now I've taken a lot of that off. It is now becoming a lot easier. And I say that, it is still very tangled. So, yeah, so you're hanging out with Raylene at the moment on the farm doing de-weeding of the trees, for those of you who have just come in or watching. So I'm only a shorty, but I managed to get in there. Don't I, Luce? I've got lovely Lucy, my girlfriend, she's not my girlfriend, she's my dog. But, okay. Come on, nice and easy. Don't be mean to the tree. So, yeah, that one's going to be a bit difficult. I have to come from a different angle. As you can see, some trees, when they get this particular vine, it's really, really hard. Like this tree has no breathing space whatsoever with this vine going through it, and also the other vine. So I'll hang out with me for a little bit longer. I just say it might take a while. Let's just get this horrid vine off our tree. And it's got its purpose, but not on this tree. I'm not sure what its purpose is, but sometimes we don't know our purpose till later. And by the way, I'm going to have very big muscles. So just to give you an example, everybody, and I'll take this off for a minute. Ooh. Oh, hang on, I have to, sorry guys. Just have a look at the beautiful trees in the background there. I'm going to bring the camera back around and just give you an idea of how much I've been pulling off the trees. So that, my friends, is what you call a lot of weeds tangling the trees. So yeah, see, these trees have all been detangled and they're looking beautiful, and I think they're happy. Well, I'm happy because I can look at them and go, I gave it a go. So nearly finished this tree, so hopefully you're patient enough to hang out with me more. Let's see, are we looking at the tree right? Yep, okay. So I'll finish this one up, and then again I'll come back to a pod here, which is, again, that's the weed. How do you do this when you're, that's the weed that is when it lets out its little flowers, that actually creates all the drama on the trees. And yeah, so we'll keep going, and then I'll do the final shot and give you a break from my de-weeding the trees. But I thought I'd share today with you because it's really important. Yeah, really important to understand that, yeah, sometimes, you know, the little things mean a lot, especially for Mother Nature. My love for trees is beyond this world, but my love for humans is just as beyond. Now I'm going to bring you around so you can actually have a look and see what I'm talking about. Okay, so as I'm doing it, so you can see the beautiful flowers coming for the oranges, but can you see that little, okay, there's a classic example. That weed, that pod that I was showing you, is basically its way of seeding on the tree. So obviously I'm going to do my best to get it off, because I don't know how it grows, but it doesn't take, this is an example of it here. But if I can show you, because under the tree should be entwined, there's always something entwined, but maybe it's not entwined now because we've already killed it off. But just give you an example, pulling it all out. As you can see, the snails are all there. Wow, this is hard work. When I say hard, it's not really hard because I'm enjoying it, but it's just very hot at the moment. See that pod there? So that is the weed, and this is where I've got to try to get it off without damaging the tree itself. And I will, because I'm very determined not to hurt the tree, but to untangle it. So I'm just going to pop you down on the ground for a minute. You can watch from there, I think. Let's see how we go. Well, I don't know. I'll pop you back up here. How's that, everybody? Because I just want to go and untangle that, and it's very hard to do when you got your hands full. So I'm just here still. I'm just going to untangle that bit that I come across. And I do have gloves on, by the way, because that weed also has poison on it. So there we go. I'll untangle that bit. Wow. So I'll show you the end result in a moment, I hope so. Not an easy task, okay? But definitely worth trying. Okay, so we've got more vine here. We're going to just sit around on the ground to see what's going on around. So now we're going to get this off. we've got 2 vines growing from this tree. This is making a little bit more work. Stick with me, everyone. I won't be too much longer, I don't think. I think I've got most of it. I've got going for this tree that are coming to put up with this. They're getting there. Can you see a tree now? Can you start to see the tree now? It's actually starting to look like a healthy tree Okay, so we've got one tree. I'm just recording, darling. Showing people how I detangle the tree. And showing them that the different weeds. And yeah, so as you can see now, the tree actually looks like a tree again. And the breeze and the air and the sun can get in to help the flowers and the fruit now become fruit again. That orange that you see will be one of them from the last crop. And yeah, so, and I'm going to have a break in 2 minutes because I am tired. How's your day going, Paulie?
Hot.
Hot. Yeah, so it's just nice to share and show you the difference between when a tree's got space, and I am very determined, as you can see, to breathe. The main thing is that one with a pod, that weed with a pod is the one that I would have to say is the more damaging. So yeah, so I'll show you one of the, well, there's an orange right there. There's more here. It's a fiddly job, but worthwhile once it's done. Again, there's one of those little ones. So, and again, alright. So, hang on, people's nearly done. Then I can show you the end product. Go back, fly. Yeah. So, I'll show you one of the beautiful oranges. Take my gloves off. Hello, everyone. And just some of the beautiful fruit that we have on the property here. So, this is only a small one in comparison. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? There we go. Paul's just going to open it up and show you. But everything here on this particular property is organic free. No sprays, no pesticides. So hence to say why doing we're detangling the fridge. Now this is what this is what we call it, a cara. Oh, there we go. Cara orange. As you can see, it's nice and beautiful and juicy. All right, peoples. Well, I'm gonna have a break for a minute. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, thanks. Oh, thank you, tree. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Am I in the shot? Remember, love your trees. Look after the trees that surround you. They need that TLC. And yeah, I'll let you know when we're on the next adventure. Bye for now.